It's been quite a while, hasn't it? And a lot has changed around here. My travelling era is over and I'm settled in a new country and a small new home. I'm no longer a business owner. I'm building a much simpler life and I'm working on my velvet coat. Most of my remaining belongings are still on their way. The books, the fabric stash, the sewing machines and everything I've ever made. It's all here in the US and has cleared customs and I'm awaiting delivery. So most of what you see here has been given or lent to me, although my book habit is already starting to fill the shelves all over again. And I've quickly developed a low-key obsession with mason jars. So welcome to my fabulous new sewing room. This is a smaller apartment than before, so the sewing room basically is the apartment and the apartment is the sewing room. Lots of light, very unusually for a basement. As you can see, I'm still trying to figure out what colour to paint this wall. I could go for one of these many greens again, but I am also thinking I could go pink. I know, bear with me. So if you remember, if you've been with me a while, the sewing room before last was pink and it was never my intention. It had been a nursery before I lived there, and that actually on film the pink actually worked quite well. So I was supposed to do this decorating before my stuff arrives, but I think they're coming next week. I'm filming this now while I still have space because there's going to be a lot of stuff in here soon. I did give away most of my possessions in my old house, but I kept fabrics, books, sewing machines, and there may be quite a lot to fit in a place this small. We will see. These two dresses, which are quite different, but they're both the same height, so I'm going to do that. That IKEA hack thing where you put two dresses or bookcases back to back and put a worktop up top on them. But primarily I bought those now so there is somewhere to put the fabric when it arrives. But I think I'm ready for everything to arrive, and hopefully next week I will not be completely overwhelmed. So the quick recap, if you're new around here, is this is what I'm making. I've been working on it since 2022, early 2022. And it has embroidery of a flower called Sweet Sicily. It's accompanied me through this whole journey. I've done 2 of these panels and there are 7 in total. And you can see this is the front panel because you can see the neck, the shoulder, the armhole. There's another piece that I did in England that fits kind of there. And then the other side piece I started in England, and that is on the way with the rest of the stuff. This is going to be the other front. And this fabric, I've got to tell you, I'm still not over this velvet. 3 years, 6 meters of velvet. Show me somebody who's had more fun with less fabric. Brené Brown once described midlife not as a crisis, but as a slow, brutal unraveling. And for me, it's taken about 5 years. See, sometime in your 40s, the realization dawns on you that you're literally halfway to the grave and time is limited. And what was it you really wanted your life to be about anyway? It's a profound time of withdrawing, of questioning everything and looking for brand new answers. It's a time when your priorities shift dramatically. Relationships falter and work that once felt so aligned and important suddenly comes out of the closet as a very poor fit for who you really are. I suddenly got so uncomfortable and antsy in my own life that I gave up my home and most of my possessions and lived in a different Airbnb every month for 1.5 years. I was both running away from something and running towards something, but the one thing I couldn't do was sit still. Midlife is turbulent and chaotic and messy. You have to get used to being the bad guy, to set new boundaries and follow the call of your own soul. Maybe you're in that space yourself, or maybe you've been there already. There's a quiet companionship that forms when we've all been unraveled in our own way. If you're sensitive and you've been reading between the lines, and I know you are and you have, you've watched me unravel in real time. But it's also a spiritual awakening, letting go of what you thought you had to be so that you can become who you really are. It's the moment in your life when the buck stops and you can no longer spend one more day pleasing other people at your own expense. It's a time of stepping out of the stories you've been telling yourself all this time with a new courage to let the life you really want be realised, no matter how uncomfortable the journey to get there. If you haven't been there, if you're in your 40s, your early 40s, or even your late 30s, and you've got a weird new sense of psychological vertigo, like your life feels like someone else's life and you just want to get very quiet and go into full retreat mode, this might be you. So, who am I really, and what did I really want all along? Maybe you're wondering that too. Maybe something's tugging at the edges of your life, asking for more space. Well, like so many of us, the one thing I know for sure is that I'm a maker, an artist. I've been trying to break through and just be that for many, many years. I'm in the second half of my life now, and I no longer feel any pressure to prove anything to anyone. The business is gone, which was very painful for everyone. It also means that maybe I no longer have anything else standing between me and just making things. It's a new beginning and anything is possible. I'm really highly motivated to get on with this now and to get some significant work done on it a lot quicker than I used to, because I don't have anything else in the way now, and hopefully I can find a way to figure out how to do that full time, because that's really the only way I'm going to do this. You know, if I'm going to make projects this ambitious, I really need to be doing it full time. You know, it's only fair to you. But that part is yet to be figured out. Just for now, it's just we're settling in, we're getting stuff here, and just we'll figure that out in a little while. All I know is I have to be an artist first, and I know it's not just me who wants that. I want to make what I want to make without the hustle and the stress, but with an income that supports me. I want to do more of this work, grounding a frequency that lifts you and encourages you to step into your creativity too, whatever it is that you make. I want to make you go running to your own sewing box or paint box or your own knitting or carving, whatever it is, so that you can feel joyful, connected and peaceful too, and we can make this important in our lives. It's about sovereignty, being a cause, not effect, hearing the sound of your own voice no matter what, and knowing that other people are not entitled to you. You're not here to please everybody else. You're here to live your own life and do what you actually came here to do. So if you'd also like to think of yourself as a maker or an artist first, if you're ready to stop feeling at the effect of the world and be a cause, following your own North Star for once, then you're in the right place. So if something in this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me where you are in your own creative journey, or just say hi. I'm here now and I'll be reading every comment. Either way, I'm sending love wherever you are in your own journey now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying connected. And now that I'm settled and I feel like I have something meaningful to say again, it's time for us to step into the next chapter, if you like.